We're going to take that sound now with UB professor Connor Dowling about the impact, about the flip of the Senate and how that could impact things for New York State going forward. So take a listen to that.
Senator Schumer, whether he's majority leader or minority leader, is still a position of power within the party caucus. And so I would expect, him and the rest of the Democratic senators, even if they're in the minority, to still, challenge Republicans on key issues and, still make it difficult for them to pass legislation, kind of like we've seen, on the flip side of that in the Senate the last couple of years with Democrat control. The more that the minority party votes as a bloc,
Yeah, and major changes Dowling thinks would require both houses being controlled by the same party, so we'll see how that plays out. The House, obviously, we have a couple key races that we'll touch on in the next half hour or so in downstate New York, more towards Westchester, Putnam counties as well, and in central New York as well, the district there with a tight race between John Mannion as well as the incumbent there, Brandon Williams, the Republican. But Scott Mariellis, lots of numbers coming in now as we get later in the evening, as we showed you that map earlier, kind of the shift across the East Coast to the West Coast. New Mexico was blue just a second ago, flipping to red, kind of expected there, but just shows you the dynamic nature of these sorts of tabulations in these polls as they continue to close.
Let me ask you a question. If you can you pull up Virginia again? That was kind of fascinating. So the rural areas, but that's not unexpected, were more red, and then you go up to McLean, up towards northern Virginia, Fredericksburg, all of that area there. Is that turning blue, or is that red also?
You know, Scott, even just in the last few minutes here, even a few seconds, this flipped to Donald Trump. So we were 50% the votes counted. Now
50% of the vote is in?
Yeah, 50% in Virginia right now, and Trump has regained the lead here. So we're only looking at about a difference of, what, that's 50,000 or less than 50,000 votes being the difference maker here, but it's 49.9% to 48.4%. So just a tight race. You were mentioning a few of the counties up towards the D.C. area, Fairfax County, Loudoun County, those predominantly Democratic strongholds, but down towards Richmond, Hanover County, others out west as well, where the majority of the Republican vote is going to be. I mean, these are just strongholds for the Republican Party and former President Trump here. So it's just going to be a matter of outweighing the Democrats, outweighing the western end of the state and some more of the rural counties, and the eastern side closer to D.C. here. But certainly a state to look at, and not necessarily one that I had on my radar or had heard a lot of talk about, but there has been a lot of change in that state with a Senate race recently, and a lot of change in the governorship as well.
Yeah, that's a surprise for sure, but they do have a popular Republican governor in Glenn Youngkin, who was also stumping for Donald Trump. So obviously having a lot of sway there. In that state.
Very true. You're right.
There you go. Thank you very much, Rob Heckford. We'll check with you in just a little bit.